Welcome back to the Blackletter Podcast. We set out to create an entertaining and exciting podcast about law and business. Blackletter, the name, comes from the Gothic typeset. Over time, Blackletter became the only font that English law books were printed in. It made it harder for kind of the common person to understand what the English law books said. Blackletter came to represent something that was law, that was set in stone, that was sort of old and a well-settled fundamental principle of law. We're here to demystify black-letter law. We're here to demystify things that happen in business and law and where those two meet. And I hope you have fun listening. Hey, thanks for joining us again on another episode of the Blackletter Podcast. I have Aleco Bravo-Greenberg, who was here with us last episode. I will quickly re-summarize. The son of a matador and Swedish showgirl, matador who was friends with Picasso. Swedish showgirl moved back to the United States, remarried to a real estate developer in Washington, D.C., former Master Sergeant Aleco, grew up in D.C., ended up going to Georgetown MBA and law, moved out west to start a tech company, came back, did a program for the Weather Channel for 2 seasons called Hurricane Hunters involving reinforced C-130s, and then decided to stop all of that, buy his deceased father's thoroughbred farm from his siblings, and run a world-class training facility for show horses, for show jumpers, and then decided to sell all of that. And here we are today with the CEO and, I guess, new co-founder of the revitalized Soldier Fuel and Go Pills company. And I'm going to just ask Aleco to tell us a little bit about Soldier Fuel and Go Pills and its mission and what they are.
Soldier Fuel is a very important brand for me.
Okay.
Created by my best friend, Christian D'Andrea.
Mm-hmm.
He created Soldier Fuel energy bars. So he had worked with the U.S. military nutrition labs to design a better bar and then privately went out and improved them even more.
Okay.
They've been sold around the world to various allies of ours, to various government and quasi-government agencies and law enforcement and such, first responders in these United States. We get fantastic reviews every now and then. We'll receive, recently, the Philippines Special Forces out in the jungle hunting terrorists just sent us a photo of one of their team members holding up a Soldier Fuel bar in the jungle with a big smile on his face. We didn't ask for that photo.
Fantastic.
They just love the bars and they're so proud of them that they sent that to us.
Fantastic.
While they're hunting terrorists.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
I love it.
So we created Soldier Fuel Energy Bar to provide sustained nutrition, steady energy, we call it. That's the trademark, steady energy, for operators who might not be able to get a meal.
Now, can we buy Soldier Fuel bars as civilians? Or I guess
historically, yes. So when we rolled out Soldier Fuel Energy Drink, which is the next part of the story, we decided to shift our focus into the drink and shift the bars out of the general consumer marketplace into only government agencies and quasi-government agencies and our allies. So that means orders of 50,000 units or more.
Okay.
It seemed that made the most sense. You know, we could make $170,000, $200,000 a year on the bars through the general consumer marketplace on Amazon. And we thought that there was a lot more upside on the bigger contracts and developing Soldier Fuel Energy Drink.
Gotcha.
However, we have had such extraordinary feedback from people who are reaching out to us with at least one email every day.
Wow.
Asking, where are the Soldier Fuel Energy bars? So we might have somebody who says, oh my God, I can't find them on Amazon. A month later, that same person will write back and say, you don't understand. I need those bars. So we have now decided that we're going to roll them back out to the general marketplace as well.
So we will be able to, we used to be able to get them, and we will be able to get Soldier Fuel bars again.
Yes. We're going to roll
energy drink. Can we buy the energy drink?
You can. You go to soldierfuel.com.
Okay.
And there's a buy button there, or you can go to Amazon.
Okay.
And you could have it delivered the very next day.
Perfect.
And that's what we do. Sometimes if I'm shipping samples to somebody, I'll just go onto Amazon and buy it for myself. And next thing you know, it's there a day later.
Yep. Easy way to do it. Super efficient company, Amazon, but we're not going to plug them today. So tell me about Go Pills. What are Go Pills?
So Go Pills are cognitive boosters.
Okay.
So Christian, when he was involved with the military nutrition labs, discovered that there was a lot of work on cognitive enforcement and reinforcement, cognitive boosters. And these days, those are called nootropics, nootropics.
Okay.
We like to say nootropics. It sounds cooler.
Sure.
So these cognitive boosters have been out for a while, and there's been a lot of research. And about a year ago, we decided that there's been enough research that we were comfortable and felt that they were safe, that we could develop our own proprietary blend.
Okay.
So we have done so, and they call them Go Pills. So you go to gopills.com and you can buy some Go Pills from us.
Perfect.
And we've been getting extraordinary feedback. People love them. One person said that their vocabulary has significantly increased since they've started consuming Go Pills.
It's interesting. Hopefully they're exposed to vocabulary. Through osmosis. Interesting.
I'm not sure.
Fantastic.
There are other cognitive boosters out there, nootropics. These days, it's kind of becoming trendy.
Sure.
And even some energy drinks. We, however, are by far the most amount of nootropics per serving at our price point. So right now we're $40 a bottle.
Okay.
You can buy them online from us from $33 a bottle. We've marked it down. If you want to get more nootropics, you're going to have to spend $150 with somebody else.
Gotcha.
So we packed as much as you can possibly pack into 2 capsules, and we love them.
Okay, so we have Go Pills, Soldier Fuel, energy drink, and coming back to the public market, Soldier Fuel bars.
Oh, so delicious.
So delicious bars, delicious energy. Tell us your lessons learned, because that's what I'm most excited about and most interested in through all of these trials and travails you've had, and they're hard lessons. So
hard lessons. One, just get it out there. If you've got a product and you've got an idea, don't talk about it, do it.
Okay.
Just don't talk about it, just get it done.
So execution.
And you know what?
Pull the trigger, as we used to say.
That tech company with which I was involved, a dear friend of mine, he wanted things to be perfect.
Right.
You know what? We don't have time to be perfect. Get it out there and you improve it.
Yep.
Get it out there and you improve it. So that's lesson number 1.
Okay.
I think lesson number 2 that I've really seen recently, and that is goodwill.
Okay.
Versus merit.
Okay.
If you'd asked me 10 years ago or 20 years ago, I would have said, you know what? Hard work, a great product, that's going to prevail. No, that's not true. You need people around you who want to see you win, who want to see you succeed.
So you're talking about inside of your company, your partners, your business, and outside your companies. So promoters and partners.
Nothing happens on its own.
Okay.
And again, hard work and merit, you just disappear into your little office, and that's it. Take example, being on this show today.
Right.
You and I have goodwill with each other.
Okay.
If I was in my office all the time, just working really hard, developing a great product, I wouldn't be on the show. You and I met each other. We like each other. Now the Ukrainian Special Forces, as of this week, have soldier fuel arriving there.
Getting ready to beat those Russians back?
Yeah, it's a 500 special operators. We were on the phone with them with a translator last week.
Fantastic.
And the reason that happened is because I met 2 guys who were political refugees from the Soviet Union. We liked each other. We got along really well. So they made a couple of phone calls, and now the Ukraine Special Forces have soldier fuel.
So this advice is you've got to get out there to make things happen.
You've got to get out there to make things happen.
Okay.
And, you know, if there's something that maybe you're tired and you don't really feel like going to a special event, so what? Go anyway.
Have a soldier fuel, and you'll feel like going.
But definitely, you have to have people who want to see you win.
Okay.
And I think that goes back to, just be nice to people.
Okay.
Just be nice to people. Don't grow too quickly.
Okay.
I know that's a mistake I made a long time ago. You grow too quickly. No, don't grow too quickly. Manage your resources, manage your people.
So how do you tell if you're growing too quickly? What does that look like? Because that's a tough one. I mean, I get that you've got to execute, can't have a perfect product. You got to get it out there and repair. Got a goodwill. I get that. But not growing too quickly, I understand what that means. But what does that really mean anecdotally? How do you explain don't grow too quickly?
I'll give you a variant of that.
Perfect.
So for instance, we've had the opportunity before of going into maybe over 1,000 stores right away.
Right.
Versus focusing on, for instance, you love Green Top.
Mm-hmm.
I love Green Top outside of Richmond.
Mm-hmm.
We go there to a focus group that loves our product right away. All of a sudden, in 2 days, we can sell $3,000 worth of soldier fuel at a special event.
Right.
Now, imagine a handful of locations like that who are ravenous for our product, for soldier fuel and Go Pills. Let's develop that incredible.
So you want to develop a grassroots fan base before you go national, so you don't have negative feedback in advance. You would basically want to develop
so that it's something that you can show tremendous success.
Gotcha.
In a focused effort, as opposed to rolling out to 1,000 or 2,000 stores that you're not ready to support yet.
Okay.
And that might not be your exact user base. So focus on success. Go ahead into those places, a small number of them, and kill it. And then you can grow from there.
So if we were to summarize, so your 4 points.
My first point was get it out there.
Get it out there, execution, don't wait, put it out there. And if you have to fix it after it's out there, that's fine.
You can have version 2.0,
Gotcha.
Version 3.0.
And second point, so get it out there.
So no perfectionism.
No perfectionism.
Second point is what I say, goodwill versus merit.
So goodwill versus just the simple hard work.
Yeah. You have to have the merit. You have to have the hard work, but you have to have people who want to see you succeed.
And that's kind of, getting yourself out there. It's another, it sounds like it's another piece of get it out there. So get it out there, goodwill, point 3.
Don't grow too quickly. And for me, focus on a smaller area and succeed wildly at that smaller area.
So proof of concept, really.
Yeah, you could say that.
I mean, we do that in the biotech industry, or we did that in the biotech when I was doing biotech. But proof of concept, you've got to prove that you've got the legs, that you've got your product is good with the right group first before you that would be growing too quickly. It's just to say, let's blast it out there because we have an opportunity to do it.
Absolutely.
Okay. Awesome.
And for us with soldier fuel, we don't want to go up against Coke or Pepsi right now.
Right.
And that's what would happen if we blasted into 2,000 or 3,000 stores.
They've got some marketing channels.
They do. So we're focusing on the areas that love us and that we can wildly succeed, and we'll grow from there.
Fantastic. Awesome. Aleco, thank you so much.
Thank you
for joining us on the show. Thank you, everybody, for listening. Aleco Bravo-Greenberg and Soldier Fuel and Go Pills, soldierfuel.com.
Soldierfuel.com.
And GoPills.com.
GoPills.com.
If you're interested in the product and the story, I think the story is on the website as well. And the story will be on our podcast. Download us wherever you get your podcast, iTunes, iHeartRadio, Spotify, all those good places. Watch us on YouTube. Aleco, thanks for joining us.
I'm going to throw a little icing on the cake on this one too.
All right, icing on the cake before we go.
This is something that we love and we're incredibly proud of.
Tell me.
So the men and women who serve this nation, so 15% of all of our profits go to pro-veteran charities.
Fantastic. Our firm does that. We can't share legal fees, of course, but we support veterans as well, very strongly. As you know, I'm a veteran and many of my partners are. We're veteran owned. So thank you for that, Aleco.
Amen to that.
Sincerely from all of us veterans. So, and thank you podcast listeners for listening today. And thanks for coming on the show.
Thank you.
Have a great day, guys. We'll see you on the next one. That's all for today's episode of Blackletter. Thanks again for listening. Join us next time when we talk about more Blackletter issues in creative ways. Make sure you subscribe to the podcast so you never miss an episode, and check out our website at blackletterstudios.com.